Good morning, friends. This side Shruti from PTE Tutorials Osses Group. I'm your PTE coach. Again, I'm back as usual with one another writing mini mock. This is our series of mini mocks, and today I'm going to present in front of you writing mini mock 2. So in this question, in this writing mini mock, you will be getting two summarized written texts and one essay. I'll be giving you only 6 minutes to frame your keywords and to just have a base on the given question. So best of luck. 6 minutes will be there for each question, two summarized written text and one essay. Only you can frame your keywords and one basic structure for you. So let's start. Summarize written text, read the passage and summarize it using only one sentence. You have to type your sentence in the box at the bottom of the screen. This is a similar thing that you will get in your real exam. You have 6 minutes to finish this task. Your response will be judged on the quality of your writing and on how well your response presents the key points in the passage. After 6 minutes will be gone, then I will be showing you the answer, sample answer. Then you can match your sample answer with this sample answer with your answer, and you can give yourself the scores out of 7. So let's start. 6 minutes are gone. So let's check the sample answer and match your keywords, your sentence structure with the sample one. Your next question for summarized written text. Time starts now. time is gone. So let's check the sample answer for this one. Let's move to the next question, that is your essay. In real exam, you will be having 20 minutes to plan, write, and revise an essay about the topic below. Your response will be judged on how well you develop a position, organize your ideas, present supporting details, and control the elements of standard written English. You should write between 200 to 300 words. So, this is your essay. Being a journalist is one of the most difficult jobs in the world. To what extent do you agree with it? This is the real exam essay. Start framing your keywords, your sentence structure, paragraph by paragraph. Number one, introduction paragraph, what you are going to write. Write that. Then body paragraph one, body paragraph two, and in the end, your essay's conclusion. But it is not necessary that always you have to frame like this. You can just frame in your own words, in your own method of writing also. You are free to write anything. Your time starts now. 6 minutes will also be given just to have the outlay. Time starts now. So your time is up for this essay. Let's check. This is the very first paragraph. The next paragraphs. Do not forget to give your own opinion because they have asked you to what extent do you agree to the statement that this is one of the most difficult jobs in this world. So this was all about writing meaning mock 2. Now you can come up with your doubts, your queries, whatever you have. You can just post your queries in the chat box and I'll be reading them and we'll be trying to fulfill your all the queries. Kalika is asking, is it allowed using first person when I'm writing an essay? Yes, Kalika, even I just hope this thing that you have asked the question, as in it is said that in IELTS exam, if you're writing the essay, you are not supposed to use the pronouns like I, we, you. See, there is no such compulsion actually. These are just the myths. You can use I even, we even, so there is nothing like that. And here it is just a software. Why the software will be excluding such pronouns in essay, that if a person will be using I, we, you, they, he, she, then we will be deducting the scores, means the software will be deducting the scores. Nothing like that. These are just the rumors, myths. You're just writing an essay, and they have even asked you to write your opinion from your experiences, from your readings, from your own life experiences. Then why not we should be rather adding these pronouns so that it should look genuine one. Kiran is asking, is there any structure for essay? Yes, definitely there will be a structure. Kiran, I would suggest to you to watch two webinars, um, how to write a perfect PTE essay, and another webinar for this is the continued one, where is I'll be telling you that how actually the differences between 6 band, 7 band and 8 band essay. I have made the tables and have written that if your structure is like this, then you will be getting 6 bands. If your structure is like this, then 7 and then 8. Proper difference is there. And one more thing, Kiran, I would say this thing that if you are seeking for 79, uh, then definitely I will not recommend you to write a template, because writing a template itself, it is having, say, more than 200 150 words, so it means you will be writing very less content. So coherence will not be there, maybe it will not be there. um, you will be writing less as per the prompt. uh, as you are saying, Kiran, that you are seeking for 79, so I'm just saying this thing that best thing will be to try to write template. But only one thing you can do, that from the template you can choose some of the good vocabulary words, like myriad, there are a myriad of facts, myriad of reasons, blah blah. So these kind of words you can choose from there to frame your some of the sentences, and where you can use some good sources, some good words actually. So the year is asking approximately how many vocabulary words need to be in an essay. So no one can judge this thing. Seriously, no one can judge how many words you should be writing. Because for me, vocabulary means number one, you should not be repeating your words in one paragraph again and again. For example, the essay is between student and teacher. You are not supposed to write in one paragraph again and again, students, teacher. Use the synonyms over it. This is also called vocabulary. Another thing, try to use some of the good words which are already predefined by you, that I'm going to write these particular words for this. And you know what, vocabulary doesn't, for me vocabulary means, not only for me, vocabulary, its basic meaning is each and every word which is present in written language is called vocabulary. Even in any mother tongue, that is called vocabulary. Each and every word is called vocabulary. So why to use some other extra words? You cannot cram such lengthy list of words that if this will come, then this will be there. But only one thing you can do to prepare yourself: categorize the essays into subtopics, just like 10-20 essays. You can categorize them in, say, technological essays, medical essays. So then you can, for 10-20 essays, you can actually have a look on some of the words. And for this, PD Tutorials has already launched one such PDF, vocabulary for PTE essays. Even ITS people can also use it for improving their vocabulary. Just find it in PD Tutorials Telegram group. You will get it in shared media. Johnny is asking what is the right length of an essay. You should be writing at least 240, 250 words. Do not write more, because more you will be writing, more chances will be there that there can be more errors. And one more thing, to write more, if you are writing more, it means that you need more time. Consequently, what will happen? You will not get good time. You will not be able to save time in the end to prove your answer. Manish is asking, it is true that if you use same word in essay many times, it will reduce marks. Yes, definitely. It will put bad impact on your vocabulary. And vocabulary enabling skill is the part of your content. It means you are not writing the content in a good way also. No, like in this case, you are asking journalist. Journalist should always be journalist only. You cannot replace this one. Vijay is asking what's the scoring criteria for writing section, SWD and SA. You can download PDF of this PD score guide from Google. Just write in Google PD score guide. You will get it and download it, and you will get the marks distribution of each and every task. But only one thing right now I can tell you, that summarized written text is of 7 marks, for writing 7 marks, but don't know how much score you will be getting for reading, because no one is aware how many words were there in the text, original text, and how many keywords you will be using to write your summary. So reading scores are actually hidden. Writing an essay, this is only the partial score. So in writing, you are getting from one essay 15 marks. Distribution is given for so many enabling skills in the PD score guide. You can just refer that. Gehan is asking, normally we get 20 minutes for essay. The time saved from essay can be utilized for other tasks. No ways. Do not think like this, Gehan. You never ever get such kind of thing in your exam throughout your paper. If you have saved some of the time in one question type, do not assume that it will be carried forward to the next question, whether the next question is under the same task or any other question. No, it is not forward. Actually, it is not forwarded. 20 minutes. Suppose you wrote in, say, 18 minutes. 2 minutes you have saved. Those 2 minutes, when you press next, will be lapsed. Nilesh is asking, how do we prepare before exam, various essays? We need write in practice or just remember points? See, Nilesh, it depends upon your grammar. It depends upon your sentence structure. If you are so good in that, I would not say that you are supposed to write each and every essay. Then it is just time seeking thing. So just read the points that do the brainstorming basically. If you are good in framing the sentences. But on the other side, if you're not good, then I would definitely say this thing that daily write one essay and get it checked from a tutor. My pleasure, Nilesh. Harvinder is asking, hello ma'am, when essay question is extent, then answer should be 75%, 25%. First of all, hello Harvinder. See, it's a software who's going to check it, and even and if it is a manual checking, again I cannot say this thing that you are supposed to write 75% in favor and 25% not favoring the content given in the prompt. Actually depends upon you how you want to frame it. In this essay, journalism one, they're asking you, they're asking your opinion. Just imagine this thing that I have asked one question to you. Suppose there is an interview between me and you, and I have asked the same question to you. Do you think that it is one of the world's most difficult jobs? Then you will be giving your response to me in this way. Well, I think that yes, to at least to some extent, or yes, I completely agree to the statement. When you are saying to some extent in the starting, in the introduction, then you have to actually say yes, you are 75% agree to this and 25% no. On the other side, if you say this thing, I completely agree with this statement that yes, this is one of the difficult jobs of this world because of, see, from the introduction, as you have assumed this thing and you are saying this thing to the person who is in front of you, till the end you have to continue the same thing. You are not supposed to say even one single line against your opinion. This is called actually the structure. Then I have a question from Garima. Hello, ma'am. How to divide your 20 minutes in thinking and writing the essay? See, Garima, 90% Pearson exam essays you get from the repeated ones. So I would first suggest you go through with all those these repeated stuff, repeated questions of essays, so that before sitting in the exam, you have all, you are actually done with the brainstorming. So when you just see the prompt, start writing. Because in 20 minutes, it's really very difficult to write 240, 50 words, and then you are checking it, you are cross-checking your answer, and then you are submitting. So I would only suggest this thing that go through with all the essays prior so that you can get to know what should I'm writing, and I'll be writing when this question comes. Then next question is from Falsa. So should we write one paragraph for agreement and the other for disagreement? No, I'm not saying this thing. This will be done when they are asking you in the question itself, like some people say that this, other group of people say that this. Then at that time you actually have to write both things. Then that why some one group of people is saying this, but the other group of people is saying this. And in the end, you should be describing your own opinion. Ravi is asking for send me the link of repeated essays. You can find all the repeated essays in PD Tutorials app and PD Tutorials website for free materials. They're each month PT Tutorials launches its exam memories, so you can get it there. Sudhir is asking, how do we get repeated questions? Any website for PTE will provide? Yes, of course. PT Tutorials website. Just open this link, pttutorials.com. You will get the stuff over it. Just click on it. Amit is asking, in which cases we have to write for and against. Just now I said this thing that when in itself you are actually asked to write, some people say this, other people, group of people say this, then you actually have to describe both the sides and have to give your own opinion too, because they will definitely be asking to write it. Magesh is asking, can you please tell me how to generate ideas for essays? See, Magesh, I always think that listening, reading, these are two skills where no one can help you. Your own mind should be working. The more you will be practicing, more you are actually improving yourself for a particular task. If you read one prompt, for example, this is the journalism one, make a cloud in your mind and just have a look in your mind on that what is the meaning of journalism, what kind of job it is, and what happens in this job, and how actually this job is helpful for us. Ask 3 4 questions to yourself and start framing your own essay. For example, you got one essay on problematic situation. Always ask 3 4 questions to you to frame your to do the brainstorming actually. Number one, what, how many problems are actually related to it? Means you are counting them. Out of them, what are the serious problems? Because you cannot write each and everything in the essay. Number one, how many problems are there? Number two, what are these? Number three, who is responsible for this? Number four, if this happens, then what will happen? Means it's causes, effects you are describing. Are you getting my point, Magesh? This way you will be writing simply. All the what, why, how should be there in your mind and will be giving you the reason that if this happens, then you will be writing this. If this happens, then you will be writing this. It means you are done with the brainstorming. Simple. Aparna is asking how to know about grammar rules could we get from online. See, Google is the father of everything. Just write it down on Google that you need to know about the grammar rules. And grammar is nothing like that you will get it in one day. You just have to do so much practice then. Gurneet is asking for the best tips for essay writing. Do watch how to write a perfect PTE essay. The link you will be getting on PT Tutorials YouTube channel. Go to the videos and get all the webinars recordings and watch them. See, Manik is asking, conclusion is important in essay. I would say yes. This is the only task where I would say conclusion is actually important to write. Why? There is one reason behind it. You know, writing an essay means you are actually delivering the things from your own. Whenever a teacher delivers his or her lecture, then definitely while we are ending up the session, we will be speaking such words that now it is end. Just imagine your essay is going to check by a tutor. Manual checking, I'm saying. And manual checking, he's the reader now. You have written something, you have written a script, and suppose I'm going to check it. Definitely, I'll be seeking each and everything in your response. And when you are going to end something, it should look like an end. That's why conclusion is important. Vamsi is asking, hello Vamsi, how many words I have to write in SWT to get good score in that? It depends completely on the length of your text. If the text is the smaller one, definitely you will be finding less words, less keywords like noun, adjectives, adverbs, and important form of verbs. But on the other side, just like now you have gotten these summarized written text, so you should be writing at least 50 to 55 words from out of these 50-55 words, at least you will be writing 40 words from the text at least, so that you can get good score on the basis of this reading, because summarized written text equal to writing plus reading. And just imagine you got 4 summarized written text and how much score you will be getting for reading. And one more thing, PTE is a complete package of percentile game, and it is a game of difficulty level. If one question carries high difficulty level, do not assume this thing that if it is an integrated task too, for the hidden module, for example, in summarized written text, hidden module is reading. Do not think that you are getting only 7 marks if for writing, the 7 marks will also be there for reading. If the difficulty level is high, definitely you may get more than 7 marks in reading also. That's why sometimes a reading blanks, all I got from say repeated stuff. Still, I'm stuck in reading at 78. Reason is you're not aware of the good strategies of summarized written text. How to write it. Because you are not aware of how actually to find the keywords and how to join those keywords. So that is why completely depends upon the paragraph text you have gotten. Smaller one, less words you'll be getting, and less words you'll be writing in your summary. More and more words are there means you are writing more. Harinder is asking if I use word you in answer. Do not write the word you in summarized written text, because you are writing a summary for a given thing. But in your essay, there you can write. So this was all about your queries. I hope you have done well in the mock 2. You will get, if you were not able to capture the things in 6 minutes, I would say yes, Komal, that's why I'm saying, because I cannot give 20 minutes to write you this essay and all. So you can watch the recording of today's session on YouTube. Till evening, it will be uploaded. So just watch it and write your summaries, write your essay. But make sure this thing that you are writing in a particular time frame. 10 minutes for summarized written text and 20 minutes for your essay. Komal is asking, if I'm unable to complete an essay, then will I get partial scoring? Yes, some of the deduction will be there, but you will get the scores. It doesn't mean that you will not get the scores and it completely becomes zero. No, whatever you will be writing, it will be there, scores will be there. But there is one thing, you should not write less than 100 words, because it is completely written in the PD score guide that if you are writing less than 100 words, it means your form score will be zero. And the moment you get form zero, total score will become zero. So make sure this thing. So this was all about writing mini mock and your queries. So next week, get ready for another mock, the best one. And generally, we always seek for this one, that is your reading module mini mock. Get ready for this and practice more and more with PD tutorials. Thank you so much for joining this webinar.